Welcome to Hospitality Property School. You are listening to Hospitality Property School with your host, Gerry MacPherson. Welcome to another edition of Hospitality Property School. I am your host, Gerry MacPherson, and today we are going to talk about your people strategy. In the past couple of years, it has been interesting to watch how many hospitality property owners change their way of thinking. Due to the dramatic change in the economy, I saw a lot take on a negative mindset. So let's look at the downturn of the economy as an example of how we can change our and that of our employees' negative mindset into a positive. After the economy started to fail, more than a few hospitality properties failed because they did not keep up with the times. Low occupancy rates caused tight belting, and to save money, one of the first effects was employee cutbacks. This was understandable, but quite often the remaining staff had to take on added duties, sometimes duties they were unprepared for. I have seen in many cases where hotel management did not take the time to retrain the remaining staff, causing a great deal of stress. When your staff are not properly trained, overworked, and stressed, it does not take long for your services to slide. When the employees have extra duties and little time, the idea of taking additional time to train does not seem feasible, but any property wishing to remain competitive and successful has to make training a top priority. The number of customers staying with you might not be as high as you want or need, but those customers who stay at your property expect good service. When there's been a cutback of staff, management has to take the time to re-interview the remaining employees and determine their strengths and weaknesses. In the times of economic slowdowns, you might have to see your staff take on duties that they might have done when they first started. Making this kind of change without proper communication could lead to disgruntled employees. This is where it's very important for you to hold a staff meeting and explain the situation. You need to explain that times are tough, but your goal is to keep your property open and the remaining staff employed. More often than not, employees will be happy they still have a job. It is at this time you have to reinforce the importance of teamwork. And I just don't mean the frontline employees. That is everybody, from the owner down. If employees see the owner and management pulling together in all aspects of the property operation, more often than not, a sense of loyalty will shine through, and you will see everybody putting through a little extra effort to help the business keep going through the tough times. If you continue to be honest with your employees, sharing how you see the future, it will often give them a clear mindset and the desire to help the business go through the tough times. It's at times like this, being supportive to your staff is imperative. Some things you should consider. If staff have extra duties, don't be a real stickler about the exact time schedule. Give them the freedom to make decisions when it comes to customer service and back their decisions. And remain positive. As an owner, you are going to be your employee's source of inspiration. And the best way to show inspiration is by your own personal work habits. Take a long, hard look at yourself. The work you do and the way you do it is a reflection of who you are. If you are disorderly at work, it's because you're disorderly inside. If you are always late, it's because you are late inside. If you are jaded with your work, it's because you are jaded inside. If you're not the role model you wish your employees to follow, then you need to change your mindset. Where to start? Well, a good place to start is with the next 6 phases. Phase 1. Sit down and decide, what do you want your business to become? Phase 2. What is my business? Phase 3. Set a goal. Phase 4, implement your goal. Phase 5, gauge and evaluate your progress. And Phase 6, revisit the previous 5 phases. I recommend you find the time to consider each phase, at at least an hour for each. Clearly, I realize the first time you do this that some strategy sessions, phases, will take longer than an hour. However, by visiting these phases a few times and becoming more comfortable with the process, it will become of incredible benefit when it comes to major strategizing for your business. This activity has real value. If you have a clear vision of who you are and what your business is, as well as the steps you need to achieve your goals, your business will have purpose. So you might ask, how can I use this mindset strategy to demonstrate the importance of even the most menial tasks in our day-to-day operation? Share with your employees the different phases and how they work to achieve your goal. Show them how even the most menial work can be a piece of art when it's done by an artist. Show them how they can look at each job, each task as one with a goal, and by reaching this goal, gain a sense of pride. Every job, every task is important to the vision of your property, and every employee's contribution is important to reaching your goals. There is no such thing as undesirable work, but there could be employees who see certain kinds of work as undesirable. By relaying the importance of every job and giving your staff the opportunity to shine, they will stop looking at their work as punishment, but instead as an opportunity to see themselves as they really are. To find out about getting the right mindset, check out our training tutorials at KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com. I would like to hear about your mindset strategy and if it works for you. If you would like to share or have any questions or feedback, you can leave them in the comment section of the show notes at KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com. Well, that's it for today's session of Hospitality Property School. We appreciate your comments, and if you have any topic ideas, feel free to reach out to us on Facebook at facebook.com/KeystoneHDC, on Twitter at twitter.com/KeystoneHDC, or by email at info@KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com. So as always, let's work together to put heads in your beds. Until next time, have a fun day. This session of Hospitality Property School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe so as not to miss any hospitality property tactics and strategies that will help you find the success you have always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best content possible. We will see you next time, right here in Hospitality Property School.